Hello everyone, my name's Lyric. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do something a little bit different, and I feel like a TV show host or something. Like, it's kind of awkward. So I bought a tripod and I'm learning how to use it. So this is how it looks right now. So my apologies. But anyways, so the topic that I would like to talk about is a little controversial. And I'm a little bit sensitive to the word as well, just because I know a lot of like the meanings that people have attached to it, and I've done a lot of reading on it, and there's a lot of negativity in a sense around twin flames. So today I would like to talk about twin flames from my personal experience, as well as just to give you as much of a comprehensive idea of what a twin flame actually is. And I'm doing this video recording for Liz. So hi Liz, if you're watching, this is informative for you, okay? So a twin flame is someone that is it's almost like they have the same soul as you, but they're in a separate body. It's called a mirror soul. And anyway, so I kind of went too far ahead, because you can be a twin flame before you meet your twin flame. Like, you don't meet your twin flame and you're a twin flame. Like, you're born a twin flame, and then you come to the realization that you're a twin flame because of the other person. So this other person is called your mirror soul, or has the same energetic frequency as you, and that's why there's such intense connection and such a it's just really intense, and if you're a twin flame, you know what I'm talking about. So the what bonds twin flames together, so I relate this to the polarities of the natural world, to like how there's the rain and the sunshine, how there's the sun and the moon, how there's the positive and the negative. It's like if you pick up a coin and the coin has two sides. It's basically something that's like inseparable but separate at the same time. And that's what your twin flame is, and that's who you are, but you're also an individual, okay? So when you realize that you're a twin flame, it's kind of like the initiation of your spiritual life. I wrote in my notes, it's a spiritual path. Because at this point, if you haven't started healing, or you haven't undergone, so let me go back a little, maybe backpedal a tiny bit. Generally, from my experience, the signifier of a twin flame is usually like people who have had some very life-changing life experiences. So by the time that they find out that they're a twin flame, they've probably already had done some healing on a certain level from childhood trauma, or addictions, or mental health, or abuse of some variety. There's something like very serious that this person has suffered and been around. Generally, it's kind of like I don't know, like, it's weird because like the twin flame scenario, or the twin flame rite, comes from a place of like heartache and a little bit of suffering, but it's from source, and it's on the frequency of abundance. So if you're struggling right now and you're listening to this video, like, just take heart that we've all been there, and your trials are for your better good, and the universe and source are trying to capture your attention so that you can do some healing, do some inner work, and do what's best for you and your person, and that person is your twin flame, okay? So some of the characteristics of the person, the other twin flame, this is just like from the reading and from my own experience and from other people's experiences. So they'll say that one person is more 3D, which is third dimensional. which means that this person kind of, it doesn't seem super spiritual at all. Like you couldn't, if you talk to them about a twin flame, they might think that you're crazy. If you ask them about like spiritual principles or anything like that, they might say, oh, well, I go to church. They wouldn't really have an understanding of healing or perspective changes or unconditional love, responsibility, like that's a big thing. Like just taking responsibility for your actions as a twin flame is huge in my experience. Yeah, and one of the, I think the hallmarks of when you know that your twin flame journey is more complete is when you start helping other people. When you're able to pull from that, from all that baggage, and you're able to recover and give people something back, then that's a hallmark that you've done appropriate healing, and that's a good thing. So some of the other feelings that will help you to identify if you're a twin flame or not. Like I said, it's having the really hard, life-changing events. You'll know if you'll know. Because some of the stuff's really personal and people don't like talking about it, but you'll know what those things are. And you don't have to tell anyone about them. You can just talk about it in your, in the altered consciousness, okay? Some of the other things you might experience is maybe feeling isolated, alien, and alone for most of your life. Feeling like you never really had a family. Sorry, this might get deep. Excuse me. I keep looking at myself just to like bring myself back, which is kind of helpful. You may feel like you're a lot different from other people, that you're not the same as everyone else. So you might not have a lot of friends. It might be hard for you to open up and talk to people. So that's why having your twin flame is so important, because they really, you'll know, like you'll connect intensely with them. You'll talk to them like you've never talked to another person. Meeting them will like really cause you to be a better version of yourself, like straight up, like that's what will happen. And during your time that you're like connecting and learning about your twin flame, there's going to be many periods. From my experience, there were many periods of union and separation. And the union period is when you're in communication with your person, when you guys are hanging out, when you're intimate with each other. Separation is when there's the absence of all of those things. You could be far away from this person. You could be in close proximity of this person. This person could be 1,000,000 times different than you are, like 1,000,000 times different. Like the differences between you could be like night and day. And there could be a huge age difference. There's just very interesting polarities in twin flames, I think, that makes the union sometimes really hard because of the differences. But then that's where the lesson of unconditional love is. Okay. Let's see. So some of the other things about knowing if you're a twin flame before you meet your twin flame is you may be empathic. Like being able to sense other people's feelings, being sort of that rock to like let other people like cry to, and other people just like tell you all their stuff, and people are always coming to you for free counsel, basically. You might have other spiritual gifts. You could be psychic. You could experience telepathy with other people. You might know what other people are thinking. I call these two things hearing and seeing. You might be able to hear things that other people don't hear and see things that other people can't see. And this can be like literal objects or in literal sounds, or it can be more like impressions. Because that's, to me, that's what I'm not a seer, but I think I'm a hearer, and I get impressions of sound. Yeah, so let me see how long the video is. It's almost 10 minutes long. So I don't know if it was, you guys were able to follow my language and follow how everything went. So I'm going to pull one of these cards that I just got today. It's an angel oracle card, Angels of Abundance, for just like a message to send us off on this powerful journey. Oh, I forgot to mention two things. So when the two flames are engaged in union, then generally like the self-healing and stuff, no one's doing that. But during separation, there's two things that you can do while you're in separation from your person. One of those things is concentrating on balancing your negative and positive, or your masculine and feminine energies. That'll help balance you out. Basically, it'll just help you deal with life better. It'll help you solve problems easier. And there's a lot to it. There's so much to explain. So I'm just, like I said, this is like kind of like a comprehensive discussion. But anyways, the second thing you can do is get a natal chart and look at your north node and south node. Your south node is your current presentation, and your north node is your potential. So it's the characteristics of what you could be, And so while you're in separation, as part of like a challenge, you can work on the potential of who you could be as an assistant to being away from your twin flame, so that you're not hurting a lot, and you're just not hurting a lot, okay? So let me get one of these cards. This was kind of personal and private. I feel a little bit awkward about doing this video, but it's for my good just as much as it is anyone else's that tunes in. So let's see if we can get a special message for twin flames. Ask for your needs to be met. God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped. And it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. So, so I hope that message resonated with you, and that you can take that with you on your path. I hope that you got a lot out of this little chit chat, and I'll see you later.